everybody, welcome back. It's Erin Beauty here, and I'm sitting with the globetrotter, educator, activist, Davina Brooks. How you doing today?
I'm wonderful.
I'm
glad to be here.
Yes,
we're glad to be here.
Very glad to have you, and especially talking about this topic. She's here to talk about the meeting, Where Are My 40 Acres and Where Are My Mules? Okay? So, yeah, just let people know exactly what's happening with this particular event.
So, what I would like to share with you, and I don't know, again, if, for me, my history class from third grade, we talked about if you were African or a slave, that you were supposed to receive 40 acres and a mule.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have that yet. And through investigation, through education, discovered ways to actually receive this. And right now is a good, we as African descendants are in the perfect position. The ball is in our court. So that's what I'm going to say about that. We're definitely having an event to educate you at Northwest Activity Center this coming up Saturday, March 9th from 4 to 5. And you can RSVP because there's limited seatings. It is a free event. We want our people to really know what's going on.
Yes.
Really know that the government is ready to pay.
Okay.
Yeah. And put in a position to pay.
Okay.
The United Nations is here on our behalf. And they're really waiting on us to just speak up.
Yeah, because I know earlier we were talking about this and you mentioned a few other things. And then also I know you were speaking about a bill that Conyers.
Oh, yeah. H.R. 40 was created by John Conyers, Congressman Conyers, back in 1974.
Wow.
And he's put it on the floor for Congress for over 115 Congresses, as long as he's been, since the bill has been in existence.
Wow.
So the people that were behind that bill, number one was Reparations, Ray Jenkins. And he pushed it, but he's no longer with us, so he's going to be aiding us from the other side.
Okay. Right. Clearing the way.
Exactly. So, you know, the whole thing is to reduce the fear and anxiety, and that's going to be done through education, because for so long we didn't talk about it, and we were, I think, afraid to ask. Afraid of being turned. But there has been some pursuits over the last 30 and 40 years, definitely. But we have to be a collective.
Yes.
And it's important to get that type of education and this information out, especially to our younger, because that's what's been happening.
Yes.
I passed out the flyers, and the young lady had been in her 20s. She had never heard of reparations. She didn't know about a 40 acres. She didn't know what was due to her.
Wow. So that makes me think, okay, well, what is being taught even in school about the history of just America in general? But people like to, you know, portion it out to be like Black history. But it's like, no, it's America's history. And this is what was, you know, done. This is what was said. These millions, I'm not millions, but plenty of promises or treaties that were supposed to be honored, and it was not, you know, with Native people, with the, you know, enslaved people, whatever, you know.
Right.
So it's like, okay, yeah, now is the time for us to do something. And I'm so happy that this event is happening, because people need to know what's going on. You know, I've mentioned it to people, and they're like, oh, okay, I didn't even know it was something going on.
Yeah.
And, you know, the little bit that I knew, you know, I was trying to, you know, get it right. So I just wouldn't be saying anything. So I was just like, just come.
Right.
Just come to
and
the
so
event.
The event, you can RSVP at My 40 Acres 2019. All of that's one word at gmail.com. Again, seating is limited.
Okay.
We had a 2-hour meeting before that lasted about 2.5 hours because it was so informative, and people are really passionate about it. And the way that the presentation is done, it's a whole wraparound. And then we offer educational classes so that you can know how to go further with the real action steps for reparation.
Okay. So this is the first step. So what's coming to the meeting? So what's another step people can do to either prepare for it, or even, you know, for future reference?
For future reference, we'll have a definite location as far as where our classes are going to be, and it's an ongoing self-preparation. You can start to do some type of research on it, but in doing that, you want to have the right pathway. So there are a few organizations that once I began doing more research on it, found that February 25th was National Reparations Day.
Wow.
Right.
Okay. For who?
For African descendants. That's what the UN is now calling, because they're doing an investigation around the world. It's not just what the inhumane acts that occurred here in America. They're happening around, it's global. So there's a coalition that the United Nations has put together, and so to generalize it, we're now African descendants, which is fine, because African American doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Right. And then we go into further in that, but I will make a point to say that the U.S. did pay reparations, and in fact, our good President Obama, paid reparations in 2016.
To who?
To Holocaust survivors. They're still getting paid. Yeah. And then Germany turned around and sent them another $1 billion, over $1 billion, to the Israel government, where the majority of those survivors are nationalized.
So people are getting paid. This is not. It's happening. It's been happening, and it's time for us to.
Yes, it's a strategic measure, and so it's through our education. And you were mentioning earlier about the education, as far as you're going to get American education in America. Everywhere else in the world gets a global education. So we are the only ones that don't know our history, because it's not taught here. And I would never tell you about yourself if I knew what I knew about you. So that's the reason for this meeting.
Yeah, you definitely need to come on to the meeting. Come with an open mind. Definitely. Don't be afraid, because it's change, but it's for a good change.
It's not even change. How about that? Okay. It's who you are.
Yeah.
Because somewhere in your car on your way to work, you're trying to figure out, why am I not living the dream that I'm supposed to be living?
Come on.
Right.
Yeah. Seriously.
And it feels backwards to you. It feels out of place. It doesn't make sense. These are the answers. This is the missing key to what your desires and your goals and dreams, and why they aren't coming to fruition the way that why is it such a struggle? The struggle is in place on purpose.
Yes. So the struggle really ain't real, y'all. So stop saying that.
Okay.
It's fabricated.
They not struggling.
No way. No
at
way.
all.
No. Yeah. I mean,
lack of education, that's the struggle.
Yeah. And we know this because there's actual laws, have been and still are laws that regulate, people of African descent, Black, who can't live and be in certain places.
To get technical, those are public policies. They're not illegal.
See, come on, you got to come on with it, and come to this meeting and get educated for real, y'all, because I want to be more knowledgeable about things like that, and because I was taught they were laws, but it's like,
I was taught they were laws.
Yeah, so it's so crazy, like how that was the overlay for the underplay. And that's how it succeeded, and that's how you have, where it is, you look at Black as, dirty, bad, disgruntled, everything that you don't want to be.
It's in the dictionary as that.
Yeah. But it's a fabricated lie. I mean, same thing, but it's a systematic lie.
It is. And so Jamoga Hakim is it's phenomenal. He's gonna speak and touch on that. I'm the assistant, the mediator.
Okay.
But the information it's been gathered by him and presented by him. And again, there was a 2-hour meeting that lasted for 2.5 hours. We had to take the meeting to the hallway.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, because there's so much information out there.
It is. It's powerful.
Yeah, it is. And I really wish y'all just got to come to the meeting, because we were talking and she was saying some stuff, and I was just like, oh, people need to know this. You really do, because it is up to us to educate ourselves, because clearly out of hundreds of years, somebody, like you said, somebody who wants to keep you down is not going to tell you you have wings. They're going to continue to put cement on you and tell you that that's what people are. Those are shoes that people are wearing, cement shoes.
How about they don't have to tell us that anymore?
Yeah,
we believe it for ourselves.
Yeah, it sure is.
When you walk past and see a group of young men, the first thought is it ever, oh, those are babies, or those are my sons, or oh, what they doing?
Yep, it's always that.
That's a travesty.
Yeah, it is. We definitely, and that's why I always say we all have been conditioned. We all have been brainwashed to believe once you see this, it's like clutch your pearls, you know, and that's not even the reality of it. I even had to check myself one time because, you know, now the whole, I guess, thug wear is the thing. And I saw a group of guys and I was just like, what they up to? And I was like, stop, okay? Just because they have on certain type of clothes, you know, don't mean anything. And, you know, it does not mean anything. And just stop. Like, come on.
For that to be our first thought, with sons and nephews and brothers that we love, and that's not even the way we can see another group of young black men, young African American, young African descent. I don't know what do we call it? What is it now?
Right.
It was Negro, it was color, it was black, and African American, and all of that plays into it too. Very much so. Very much so.
Yes. So definitely clear your schedules. It's this Saturday, March 9th from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. at Northwest Activity Center. That is 18100 Meyers. And the link will be in this bio. And you will see it. Also, RSVP at my40acres2019@gmail.com. So I just want to thank you again for that educational.
I'm so glad that we got a chance to do this.
Me too. I really do.
And look forward to
many more because I'm going to have her on again.